Hey guys, welcome to the live stream today. We're going to be installing the Ford Raptor style grill on the Ford Transit. It is the new style. So prior to 2020, there was an old style, so that video is up online on our channel, and that is on my personal van. This one will be the new version, and it's actually a Ford product. So you can actually buy it online and have it shipped to you. This one was bought on eBay, but it is a Ford. It's an actual Ford part number, or manufactured from Ford. So when you get it, it's going to look like this. What's nice about it being an actual Ford product, this is the European model. It is specifically for the Transit Trail, the overseas version. So that's why it has this little hole right here, this little cutout. You can get it in two different options. You can get it with the front camera and the sprayer hole if you have that option on your van. If you don't, you can make sure you get it where those two things are not on it. It's a pretty straightforward install. All the clips here are going to just snap right in. And then the only technical piece is this bottom portion, and if you do have that sprayer, there's going to be like a little board here you bolt into and some cables. So when you go to take it out, if you have those, you need to make sure you don't rip the cable out. But we're going to pop this in just a minute. But it's going to be a little tricky today for two reasons. One, we need to actually replace this lower bumper. So let me set this aside. So one, we're replacing the grille. Two, we are replacing this lower bumper. As you guys can see, it's missing this plastic piece right here. And then over here, we got a little scratch. And then we got a scratch over here. And then right here where the license plate was. Now this is a new Ford Transit van. We bought it from a dealership up north. And this happened during transportation. So it's just all scuffed up here. It's all superficial, but obviously if you're buying this van, you do not want this to be on there. So over here on the left, in this blue plastic, there's a new bumper. So when we replace the bumper, it's possible that this white piece is going to have to come off along with it. So this can be removed. There's a couple different ways. I actually personally haven't done this, so it's going to be a learning experience for all of us, but this is a DIY channel, so what better way to learn how to do this than to see Nick take his time today and have a long live stream replacing all this. So in a perfect world, we won't have to take this white plastic off, but it's possible that this bumper is snapped up underneath it. So these two parts, I do know that when we take the headlights out, these will come off as one piece, including the grille. But since you guys at home are probably not going to be taking this whole entire thing apart and replacing this bottom part, I'm going to take the grill out as if you were not replacing this. So that's the kind of plan. Let's hop on the computer really quick. So here we go. Computer. Okay. So this is the. Make sure. Hold on. Stay with me here. There we go. Okay, have to change up the audio a little bit. So this is the plan today. We're going to install the new bumper and the Raptor style grille. It's going to be a very long live stream, so feel free to ask any questions along the way. That Ford factory bumper with the fog lights, so we'll have to be taking the fog lights out and putting them into the new bumper. And then finally, the Ford Raptor style grille will be popped in, and that's from that Transit Trail model. So if you guys have ever seen the Transit Trail from overseas, then that is what we're doing. So these two photos below, let me turn this camera off real quick. So you can see these two vehicles below. Left is Thomas's van with the new style grille, and on the right is my personal van with the old style grille. So 2020 and older is going to be the one on the right, and the 2020 and newer is the one on the left. All right, so let's hop back to here. All right, so bear with me today, guys. I have a little bit of a cold. That's why I'm doing this long live stream, so I can just work on this, take it easy today. But we're going to go ahead and start off with popping out the grill. The grill. All right. So first thing we're going to do is pop this out. And underneath here, there's a bunch of clips. And so the first thing we want to do is just come up under here. Have you guys seen one of these before? This was used in a lot of body work. You can buy these little plastic scrapers. Let's see here. So I think I only have one. So this is the one I'm going to be using. And what we have here is the top of the grill. Think of like your fingers are coming down. So the way that the grill is held in is it's like this. So what we have to do is take these snaps and pull the grill away from them so it comes out. So they kind of, they're actually like this. So we're going to push it down to disengage them and pull them back. Now I can say all that, but I haven't actually done that with this grill. So we're just going to take our time. And also we're doing a Q&A, so every now and then I'll look over to the computer and see if you guys have any questions. But yeah, it's going to be a different format live stream today, just very long. You just want to sit back and watch me work. That's essentially what the live stream will be today. So not too much talking, unless I'm providing you guys some direction on how to do this. But I've already got this side disengaged, and I'm just holding it back. You could stick something in here, maybe if I had another piece of plastic. Next time I use this wooden pencil right here, this carpenter pencil. I'm just going to take it and just put it right here. That way, as I'm working around here, I don't want that to pop back in. And just go real easy. You don't have to don't go crazy. But I'm just again pulling pressure on here, and this bottom piece is lifting up to let go. I'm going very slow. You can just rip this out quickly. There's another video online, but I don't think ripping stuff out quickly is a good idea. It makes extra work for you. It's not necessary. There's no reason to rush, especially with plastic body parts. When you get plastic on plastic, you can scratch it, but since we're replacing this bumper, I'm not really worried. The bottom, almost there. So I've got all the edges free. And there's one thing that's in the middle that's holding me back. I'm not sure what that is. In the middle here. So what's holding it on was this spot right here. It snaps into this. So you can't be gentle on that because that you guys just saw that was holding me back. So there is a clip on the very inside here, and this is completely enclosed. You can't really get to it. You just have to brute force it. But that's the grill. So that's taken out. So we're not going to pop this in yet, but since it's exciting to see what it looks like, I'm just going to lay this right here. And you can see it looks really cool. And then if I look on the inside here, that clip is right there. So that's that middle clip that you'll need to put pressure between the O and the R. Just snap that in. And then you can see where these clips are. So we were lifting the bumper away to snap it in. And they're along here, so pretty easy. So yeah, I mean maybe this takes you 5-10 minutes. Pop it back in, and you're done. So that's pretty much it for the Ford Raptor grill. Next thing, let's check on the computer, see who's on here. All right. So next is the bumper here. It looks like we can remove the bumper from the middle section, no problem. I'm just coming in here and it's kind of like I'm popping the bumper down from the white plastic. As much as I've taken cars apart in my lifetime, I'm assuming we would be able to replace this bumper by itself and not have to take out the headlights and everything. So we're going to try that first. We may actually have to get some screwdrivers in here. So I don't think I have any more plastic tools. Don't forget, guys, Q&A all day today. So if you have a question, put that in the chat, and I will take a break and answer it. It's quite possible that it would be easier to just take the whole entire front end off. But you guys will find out that sooner or later. What you can't see over here on the left-hand side is I'm actually going to have to pop off this side piece right here so that this side piece of the fender so that I can access some screws over here. So over here there's two plastic push-in snaps. I'll show you what they look like in a second. So these are the push-in snaps. So there's two of these, so don't rip the fender off all the way or you'll break it for sure. And then at the bottom we've got a Torx, looks like. It is a T25. Oh yeah, so the Ford Raptor grill, I got it from eBay, and you want to search Ford Raptor style grill. So let me get this fender off really quick, and then I'll tell you more about it. Okay, so what I did with this is I pulled it out a little bit and I pulled this way. Now there are three pieces of plastic. This first one is probably going to pop out, might break. The second one is this white. This one right here. If you break this, don't feel bad. They're very brittle. It's more of like a one-time use, but you can get more. Okay, so the Ford Raptor style grill, I got that from eBay, and then it's actually the one that I got it from, it's actually from Greece. So there's somebody that is like a reseller of it. But here, I'll just hop on the computer real quick, just so we can answer that question. eBay. Okay, so we go to eBay, Ford Raptor style grill. We want to do like 2021. Ah, my bad. Ford Transit. Okay. If that doesn't work, this was easy to find last year. I'm hoping you guys can still, it's still out there. Type in transit trail. Yeah, it's the search term is there we go. So you have to mess around with the search term, Ford Transit Trail Raptor, because it's the Transit Trail, but it's the Raptor grille. So here's one. And it says UK, so that's what you want to look for. So you can see how there's, oh, here we go. So these right here, Raptor look grille. So here you go. So I'm just going to put this, it's hard to put, it's very difficult to put a link because it keeps cycling out, like the link is not going to be the same. It's not, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paste the search term. This is the search. Okay. So use that search term. And you're going to want to make sure that you look at the design of the grille to make sure you're getting the right one. So my views about the new transit trail. Let me get back on the computer here. Let's quickly talk about the difference in the grille style. Okay, 2020 and older. This is the grille style. Okay, now look to my left. Do you see the difference? What they did was, think of this. The Ford Transit grille, 2020 and later, is opposite. Do you see that? So the short section is on the top and the long section, 2020 and older. The long section is on top, the shorter angle is on the bottom. 2020 up, the shorter angle is up at the top, the longer angle is on the bottom. So you know what manufacturers do, they want to redo the style of something, sometimes they just flip it. And that's the new grille. So the new grille is like this, the old grille is like that. So that's how you know. So you just need to make sure that if you want the new grille, 2020 and newer, the new style, this leg is going to be your shorter one, this is going to be your longer one. Older, this is longer and this is shorter. So hopefully that helps. Okay, real quick, my opinion on the transit trail. So the new transit trail, I've not seen one in real life, but I've driven one, but I have researched the differences, and the differences are quite subtle. As far as mechanical differences, that's the one thing that I would say is the most important, because everything else is just some new plastic on the front, some new plastic fenders, that sort of thing. So as far as the plastic goes, it looks a little bit different, has the fenders and the front grille, but as far as the van itself, very, very little has changed on the inside. For the mechanical side, I believe the wheel offset is wider in the front, so there's a little bit more width. The new style rims on the van have been re-engineered so that So there's something with the hub and the wheel the stance is wider. They did increase the height just a little bit. Let's see what else they did. And apparently, since they increased the stance, they had to put some lights on the the side mirrors. So we did that. There's like some lights on the grille. That's pretty cool, but that is really it. They do talk about an inverter system in the van. It's pretty much the same as any little inverter. It's a little 400-watt inverter. Don't expect to run anything van life related from that inverter. Just there's not enough power. It's a 400-watt inverter. And so that's like underneath the parking brake. But there's no. I know they're pushing it as far as a platform to say it's ready for van life, but there's really no components inside that would make it ready. This is just my personal opinion. So I believe they do include, they can install a max fan from the factory. I don't think that the location that they're installing the fan is a good location. It's in the middle of the van, so it's not in the front, it's not in the rear, it's in the middle. And there's no interior system. So you're essentially getting a Ford Transit van with a new badge. I'm not saying that's bad because you have new body cladding that looks pretty cool. You do have that bigger width, and you do have a mild factory ride height increase. Then you get that cool front grille. And you have the Transit Trail badging. It's pretty cool. But if you're trying to purchase one of those, again, it's just my personal opinion, versus just a regular Transit all-wheel drive model, other than the body cladding, I really don't think there's a huge difference between the two. So hopefully that was a good answer to your question. All right, let's continue. We are over here, and we were, let's see, taking this off. We got 2 bolts here. We're going to start. Okay. All right, so there is a socket over here. Let's see. You are very welcome. If you have any more questions, keep them coming. This is a long live stream today. I'm trying to get as much as this stuff knocked out. What's interesting is I'm waiting on some Marathon fabric, so the heather gray Marathon fabric, for the interior upholstery, and currently it's been on back order for almost 2 months now. So if you guys were watching me do the CRL T-vent window on the driver's side, I haven't finished the interior panel because we're just waiting on that. We're waiting on the fabric to come in so I can upholster it. And then timing-wise, I'm really hoping that it's going to come in before the kitchen galley comes in so I can finish the floor. I can't find what size this is. This is wild. What do we got here? Let's say we might 12 millimeter. Let's see if we got a 12 somewhere. Huh. 12, 10. Ah, that's 3/8. I think we need 11 or 10 millimeter. All right, what do I think about what do I think about the Winnebago Adventure Wagon Sprinter? I think it's excellent. I think it's a good direction for people who are going for the adventure layout. So having more of a utilitarian van, so where you can put in, you can load bikes, or I mean, heck, you could even put like your motorcycles in there and tie them down. Just some type of interior system where it's really easy to put gear in. So gear that's going to move all around the van and have places to tie it down. However, one thing that I feel that they came really short on with the collaboration is it is so sparse on the inside. So there's no sink, like a normal sink that you would have in typical van life that, has hot and cold water. There's no hot water heater. There's no, gray tank, anything like that. So I think you do have a Dometic battery operated water pump. So it's just going to be cold water. And I was let down because they have a silicone expandable sink, and to use it you wash your hands, but then when you're done washing your hands or dishes, you're gonna have to take it out of the van and then dump it outside. And I think for the price point that was a misstep, because it's a pretty good investment to not have a tank inside the van to drain, you washing your hands or washing your dishes. And then the power system as well. There is a mobile, like a mobile battery pack, like a lithium battery pack. And that lithium battery pack, it's marketed as portable, which is fine. You can take it in and out of the van, no problem. However, I think for the price point, you should have some more robust power system in a van of that caliber. So that is my opinion on that. But I think it's a good start, because I really do like Adventure Wagon a lot, and I want to see them succeed. But it's nothing short on Adventure Wagon's side. Everything in the van is excellent. Their system is working. However, Winnebago's offering, I think, lacks. It lacks in that area. And I'm lacking right now finding my 10 millimeter socket. Where is that guy? I think there's a joke in the mechanics world we're always losing a 10mm socket. It's like a ongoing joke. Okay, we might have to hop on over. Huh. That's such an interesting socket. This is hilarious. The 10mm socket's gonna shut down the whole live stream. Don't worry, I'm not turning it off. This will give you guys time to ask some questions. Also, just to talk a little more about the Winnebago Adventure Wagon collab. Winnebago, there's no windows other than the windows on the beds, the bunk windows. So they don't add any other windows. And I thought that is weird. Also, the van is a dually, like a dually axle. And I missed the RV show at the beginning of this year, so I didn't see one in person. So I don't want to really say too much about it because I don't have all the information. But that's just my first impressions on it. I think I'm going to go ahead and take the headlights out because I don't think I'm going to be able to pop this out. I don't want to do that. These headlights just have two. This is a T30 Torx bit on top. I was using a T25 Torx bit below. And these should just pop straight up. And these indicator lights, you can just, like your blinkers, you just do a quarter turn and they'll come right out. And this main connection here just pushes down and then it comes out. So if you wanted to upgrade these headlights, there's just two bolts, take them out, and you can upgrade them if you wanted to. So let's put these in a safe spot so we don't break them. Yeah, you have to do that. You have to take this off because there's a bolt, there's a screw that comes right in here to take the bumper off. So you can't pop it off. You won't be able to do that. Let's see, 10. All right, so that's loose there. And I told you guys we would be installing the Ford Raptor grille. So before you take the bumper, if you were in this scenario, all you do is you take this and you're just going to snap it in the front, snap it in the top, push in the middle, and you're done. It's that easy. However, I have to take this whole thing off. So I'll be changing my plan. We're still going to be doing the bumper today, but this white part I may take over to the graphics, vinyl graphics guys, and have them wrap this in matte black because we're going to do the hood in matte black too. So just to give you guys an idea of what we're going to be doing on the stream. So we did this side, we're just going to go to the other side and continue. And make sure you keep track of all your nuts and bolts and stuff like that, because there's a lot you're taking apart here. And what I do is there's a little tray underneath my little rolling cart here, and I just have compartments. And so the back bumper side is one compartment, and the other one is other compartments. Also comment below if you guys like this format, just to see me kind of hang out and work in the shop. I usually don't do this because what I get into is not planned, things come up, but that might be entertaining for you guys. Since everything is pretty custom, it can be challenging to do a long live stream and have direction to where it makes sense for somebody that's either new to this or to follow along. But since we're just doing the bumper and the grille, this is pretty straightforward. Watch out when you unplug this. The bulbs are obviously glass and they will break. Okay, we got the right side done. Now we're going to take that, take this bolt out of the bottom. Of course, we didn't pop the fender off this side, so we need to go ahead and do that. Okay, looks good. Let's roll over here and do the other side. Nope, that one actually came off really good. All right, just taking out our little plastic snap-in retainers. And then below there we have the T25 Torx bit. Remember guys, don't forget to ask questions. I'll hop over here and look at the chat, and I'll pause and answer them. It could be anything van related, you know, the bed system that we put in, any of the Flatline Vanco parts. So good news, yesterday we ordered the Flatline Vanco kitchen galley, the 41-inch version, which is going to go towards the sliding door on the passenger side. And then we also ordered 2 of their 48-inch overhead cabinets that are designed for the adventure wagon system. So those will hopefully be on their way. Because once we get those in, we'll locate the shower pan that we're putting in the floor. So we're doing a hidden shower pan in the floor, in the middle, in between the 2 kitchen galleys. And because the van is concave, it changes the location of that middle part, and you can measure and then cut and then, you know, get close in case you're waiting on the kitchen galley, but I don't think that's a smart idea. I think you need to have things physically in a van and then lay everything out so that when you go to install them, you're building stuff in a physical space instead of like a virtual space, so you don't mess up. You gonna help me work on this van? So now I'm just taking the bolts off the bottom of the van. No, but that is a great spot for the camera. You picked a great spot. Instead of putting all these bolts in the tray in my cart, I'm going to drop them where they need to go because, like I said, it gets a little crazy the more you take out. There you go. That's what you guys are missing. The helper. So this is actually going to be a pretty cool video because you guys are actually going to see the intercooler for this turbo model. As I take this off. Yeah, this is coming off really good here. See, how high of a lift do people lift their Transit or Sprinter vans off the ground? So the Van Compass kit is the most popular. I don't know if Agile Off-Road makes one for the Transit. Let me confirm that. There's different let's see here. We got van compass. So no affiliation here, but van compass is what Thomas put on his van. So his van is called Marine 1. And there's different ones you can do. So he did a stage 4 on his. So this one is giving you let's see here. It's a true 2 inches of lift. So here's the thing with Ford Transits. This is the most important. So if I zoom in, do you see where it says true 2-inch lift of improved ground clearance while maintaining factory alignment? So the reason you can't go higher than this, and then the rear says 2 to 2.5 depending on the vehicle weight. The reason maintaining factory alignment specs, so the reason you can't go higher than that is if this is your front end of your van and you have your CV axles up front, and so that's allowing you to have the all-wheel drive, the front 2 wheels driving. So that's your axle. When you lift a van or any vehicle that has like a CB axle, there's a limit at how much articulation that this can have. So if you think in a CV axle, you have the axle and then you have the joint, all right? And so this part is, where my hands are, this is the joint, the flexible joint. So when the suspension is traveling like this is rotating. And then you have the suspension travel. So if you're here and you rotate, you can see that it's okay. But if you get here, it puts it in a bind if you lift a vehicle too high, and you'll destroy this CV joint. So you can only increase the height of the vehicle so much on an all-wheel drive chassis because whereas like a true 4-wheel drive, you're actually dropping the whole frame itself, or the subframe in front of a Sprinter. You can pull it down and get more height without compromising that. The Ford Transit it's not designed that way, so you can only increase the height so much. But it's already got pretty good, it has a decent clearance. And 2 more inches with bigger tires. Remember, the 2 inches is not the limit, because if you do a 2-inch lift, but then you put bigger tires on it, the increased diameter of your tires will increase your van by default. So this van does not have a suspension lift, but we went from, here, I'll show you. So if we go to tire size calculator, go to tire size calculator. So I use this to teach you guys the difference. So for example, roll in a tire over here. So the factory tires we took off are 235, 65, 16. So right here we're going to 235, 65, 16. So we're going to type that in here. And then the tires we put on are the 255, 70, 16s. So over here we have 28 inches versus 30.1. So easy, do the math. Take your 30.1 inches, excuse me, minus 28, and we get 2.1 inches of difference in height. So that has raised our van. So hopefully that was a quick little lesson in tire height, or tire or lift. From my wrench. Yeah, long live stream today if you guys are just coming in. So ask me any questions van related. Be anything we're working on, the tires we installed. Any questions about the Raptor grill. We've already got over a couple really good questions in the chat. Thanks, Jamie. Now when we take this bumper off, we will have to remove and reinstall the fog lights. There is a fog light kit that you can install on this van. Let's see here. All right, let's do our. We'll go back to fog lights when we talk about them in just a minute. Let's just go over here. See, I think I already had the socket for this. See if I can get away with this instead of a ratchet. No, those are on there pretty good. Okay, actually, we may not have to take that out. Hopefully, we don't have to. Let's see here. This would be excellent if we did not have to take the white part out. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to. So, do I have a favorite Backwoods Adventure mod bumper or ladder? So I haven't used any of their products. The roof rack on here is a Flatline Vanco roof rack. So if you're looking to check out that install, we've got 2 videos of those roof racks. We've got the new version 1.0 and then the 2.0. The 2.0 is on Thomas's mid-roof van. So we can put those in the, we'll link those videos in there. Let me grab the latest video. So this is the new version. This next one is the old. Uh-oh. Camera's not working. One second. Huh. Oh, come on, camera. Hold on, guys. We're still here. camera has a cutout for some reason. Give me 1 second. Why is that frozen? Okay. It's still frozen. There we go. We're back. We're back. Okay. Gonna worry there for a second. Yeah, I don't want to restart the whole live stream. I'm not sure why I did that. Now on the top here, we're just putting up these clips on the top of this. Go easy on these are easy to break. Double check the live stream, make sure we're still live. There we go. Okay, this is looking pretty good. There's some big clips behind here that we're going to lift up and pull apart. But then we have these torque bits on the inside here that we got to get out. These are T25 on the inside. All right, if you guys are just tuning in, we took our factory grill out. We're putting in the Ford Raptor grill. But we have some damage here on the front plastic bumper. So we're gonna go ahead and put a new one on while we have this all apart. Oh, so we don't actually have to take it off. Some clips underneath here too. So it looks like those are the last clips holding it on. All right, let's see if I can get underneath there. Screwdriver. Huh. Somehow I'm missing one bolt over there. This side is good. So this one clip should be the only thing holding it on. Right here. This should be the only thing holding it on. one clip. Huh. Okay. Got one more over here. Should be it. It's the left side. I'm trying to figure out what's holding. Oh yeah, we didn't undo. We did not undo the bolts. Let's see here. T25s over here. We did not grab them. They're in such a weird place for the assembly process. Now this plate comes out, so just not only don't you lose it, but keep the, it is marked left hand or right hand side. Okay, this thing's gonna fall off. So here we go. This is your whole bumper, your Ford Transit. Let's see. So it looks like the right side does not have a cable for the fogs, but the left side does. So we need to be really careful that we don't break that. So over here on the, we got one zip tie holding this together over here. So gently set this down. See if we can actually take this plug off. Be really careful over here. The way they did it is, if you pull it the wrong way, it's gonna break the washer fluid. Okay, so there we go. We've got the bumper off. So this looks like the right way to do this, because if I flip this around, there's a ton of tabs in here. And the bumper would not have been too happy if we had ripped it off. So I'm glad we didn't rip it off. But what we're going to do now, let me bring the camera down. There we go. So what we're going to do now is going to come through here. We're going to snap all the tabs away. So we don't want to snap them off. Snap them away from the bottom. And just kind of keep keep to ourselves, you know, or keep thinking about where these are going. Yeah, so you do have to do this. It's the way that I'm having to take this apart. I don't see that you would have another way to do this to take the front bumper off. And really, this whole time, this is not, I mean, for me, this has not been that difficult. I don't think if you had to take this off, you guys would have too much of a trouble with it. Really what I'm trying to do now is just not scratch the front. That's my challenge at the moment. So on this left side, there's 1, 2, 3 clips, and you're pushing them down to release the bottom bumper. You might have to twist it just a little bit. And there's, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 before the turn here. Okay, and that's it. So that sets you free from this. But then, now, you've got to pull away from the fog light cable. So I've undone the white pieces of the fog light cable. And that guy is fully disconnected except for the fog lights themselves. So now we need to take the fog lights out, and let's see here. These fog light connectors do not look fun. So, let's see here. Let's see if we can just pull these, snap these tabs on the inside, and then get our fog lights out without having to disconnect all these cables. So what I'm doing is I'm popping out the plastic cover. Right, so I popped off this cover, and the cover has to come off first because we're gonna, on the back side here, we've got more Torx bits to take out. If you guys are just joining the stream, that you do not have to do this to install the Ford Raptor grill, but in the description I show that we are actually not only doing the Raptor grill, but we're also replacing the bumper So the bumper was damaged when we got the van. It's a new van, but when they transported it, they scratched the front bumper. So there's nothing wrong with it, it just looks ugly, so we got to replace it. But while we're doing it, we might as well go ahead and replace all this. Okay, we're going to get in here with the torx bit. We're also doing a Q&A, so if you guys have any questions about vans, parts, products, stuff that we've installed in other live streams, I'll break away from working on this and I'll answer those questions if you have them. Okay, we got one fog light detached. It's glass, so be careful. Okay, now we just need to go over, detach the other one. Pull the cover off the front. It gives us access to the screws. T25 Torx. Make sure the audio is still good. Okay, good. All right, we did it. That is the The bumper has been removed. The fog lights have been removed. So we can take our damaged bumper and we can throw it away and put our new bumper together. Of course, the bumper, the new bumper, does not come with the inserts. Yeah, believe it or not, these inserts, I'm going to show you them in a second when I come back over the camera, but they're not included if you buy a new bumper. You have to remove them from the old bumper, which is pretty crazy. So you have to take these out of the old bumper and put them in the new bumper. Wild. So in that case, we'll probably need to look at the bumper carefully. And I don't see anything else, but it looks like some other things that might be missing. This back on here. Okay, new bumper. Trying to find the bolt for this plastic piece over here. There we go. All right, we're gonna be off camera for just a second. I'm getting these little plastic inserts over here put together. Okay, we're gonna take a little plastic inserts that we had, pop them in here, just like that. This is what actually holds the fog light in here. Just gonna see what the number on these fog lights is. On the bulb. They're H8s. H8s. All right, let's go ahead and get this bumper put back together. We are going to finish up this stream tomorrow because I would that's what Jamie just said. We're going to put in the, we're going to upgrade to a yellow fog light, the bulb on the bottom. So that's why I was just checking the bulb. So you get a really cool yellow fog light on the bottom. Gives it a really nice, cool look. But we can snap everything else together, and we can put the light housing back in here. But yeah, I was just checking the bulb. So if you come over here, so we're putting these in. Now you can go with these fancy LED versions. However, they may have flicker issues and or error codes. So you don't have an error code if you go with the halogen version, which is the same as the factory bulb, then you shouldn't have that issue. So we're going to, yeah, we're going to order that, and we'll have those come in. And then we'll finish the stream up tomorrow. So I'm going to put together as much as I can between now and the end of the stream. And this will be a great time for you guys to ask questions. So ask me any question that you guys have related to vans. And be careful when putting these fog lights back in, because they are, it is glass. So if you drop it, you may break it. And do not over tighten this, because you're screwing a metal screw into a plastic housing and you can strip it. All right, so once we have that, we can go ahead and take our plastic front and snap it back into place. 3 on the top, 2 tabs on the bottom, 2 tabs on the side, so just make sure that is all in there. We're going to go to the other side and do that one. Before I put this one in, I'm going to go ahead and pop off the bulb. So we're going to unplug this, and once you unplug the fitting, you can actually twist and pull the bulb out. Now you don't have to do this to reinstall it. I'm just upgrading the bulb, and so that's why I'm doing that. Snap in the plastic, 2 on the bottom, 3 on the top, 2 on the sides. Okay, now we can get our wiring back in place. We got our bulb lead. So actually we'll do that afterwards. Now we'll just take this. And we're just going to find all the little snaps and get this lined up. Make sure we don't scratch the new bumper that we just took all this effort to get in here. Yeah, and this thing is crazy floppy, so this is gonna be fun. It's possible there's a better way to do this, but okay, so we got two in the middle. And work my way from the middle to the outside. Maybe that'll work. You got two of those. These inside pieces here, we're gonna have to figure out how to do those. There we go. Okay, you have to do the middle, and then take your hand and squeeze this where it starts to curve. Squeeze that, it'll click in. I think we got it. Yeah, I think we got it. Okay, so we got a new bumper in. We're gonna wait on our light bulbs. It's Amazon, so it says it's got 1 day shipping. But let me turn this around here. Show you what we did. New bumper, not damaged. So I don't think we had anything here. So technically, we could pop in our grill. We could pop in our Ford Transit. I mean our grill. All right, let's see if we can come back and lean this on here. So you guys can, this is a good angle to show you where all these little clips in it are. So you have all these clips here. And then this just goes on here like that, and that'll snap into place. And then you'll have your new Ford Transit Raptor style grille installed. But yeah, we'll be coming back here to finish up the bulbs, and we'll actually install this grille fully. And then last but not least, this part you do not get with the bumper for some reason. I'm not sure why. These light bulbs, no, we will add these to the yeah, we will add them. We'll add those light bulbs. So we'll add them to the list, and make sure you guys have the list. All right, guys, so the list that we are talking about, this is our new DIY van build cheat sheet. So you can find this on vanbuilderhq.com. So I usually talk in the camera over there, but I don't have my face on the computer. But what this cheat sheet is, it is essentially an Excel sheet that I put together over the last three years, and it's got over 250 curated products that I've personally bought through Amazon. Now, why is that important? Well, there's tons of products on the internet, and it can be really challenging to find products that not only vetted by somebody, but have different categories, or they're organized in categories to where you can find electrical components really quick, you can find solar components, electrical cable, power wires, hardware, screws, all the stuff that I actually use on the van and that I've personally bought through Amazon on this list. So you can open this list. When you open it, you can search for any type of things. You know, just hit Control F. You can search through products. On the right-hand side, you'll have a link going directly to Amazon. That link helps support the channel. And when you click on that link, you can see the product. You can also hover over it to see the product if you're just combing through and you don't actually go to the site yet. But this list I really think can help out the DIYer, because when you start to go look for van parts, it just gets overwhelming. And if you're looking at a list that has actually been organized by somebody who builds vans, I think it's really going to help you save a lot of time and money as well, by not buying things that, not buying products that, you're not buying products that you're taking a guess on. You're buying products that you know I use. So that's how you can save money by not buying the wrong thing. You buy the right thing first. So what was just said in the chat, like these light bulbs, you know, if you're trying to find out what light bulbs are on the Ford Transit, well, I'll put this light bulb, the yellow light bulb that I did, and I'll add it to the sheet, and then that way you can purchase it, find it easily. And this sheet, it's a living document. So perfect example of what happens. We have a light bulb. We want to add it to the list. It's something that's never on the list before. So tonight I'm going to add it to the list, and then you guys will be able to reference it and click through with the link. But if you want to get the link downloaded directly to your inbox, you're going to want to go to vanbuilderhq.com or click the link in the chat down here in the bottom. So link to free. It's free. Free cheat sheet. So to link to the free cheat sheet is above. So when you click on this, you'll just put your name and email address, and it's going to be instantly delivered to your inbox. And what it's going to look like is this. You're going to have a sheet of over 250 products. So now let's see what we're up to. We're up to 255 products. We'll add that light bulb on here. So we got 256. But you can see on the left we have storage options. So if you ever see those nets, like the cell phone storage nets or something like that, we've got them in the list. If you guys are looking for Blue Sea systems, like a mega fuse, so that's a fuse that you would use in your power system, the link's here. If you wanted to find those Z brackets for mounting solar panels on your roof, I've got the link to the Renogy ones. I use those in all the builds. In my personal van, there's like a little blue touch on, touch off dimmable light switch. That's the link. The most important thing on this list is the tools. So this whole section right here, these are tools that I personally use and have really helped me save time building vans. There's stuff on here, from the crimping tools for electrical, like the whole kit for there for like the wire ferrules, as well as the Propex expansion tool kit. So that one's really nice because you get there's a cutter link, and then there's the link to the tool itself, the Milwaukee tool. This has saved me a ton of time putting the PEX tubes together, and it works with PEX A fittings. Soldering, so all the soldering connections I did on Thomas's van for the ceiling, if you guys saw that, that is there. So go check that out, and if you want to get the DIY van build cheat sheet absolutely free, go to our website or the link in the chat below. Name and email address, it'll come straight to your inbox, and I really think it's going to help you guys out with your DIY van build. All right, we're closing up now for the stream today. I'll talk about a couple more things, so if you guys have any questions, put those in the chat below. But this piece does not come with a bumper, so this is for like I think the radar system. If you do have it installed, this one does not. But you're going to take this, and you need to buy the part, and it'll snap in here, and that'll keep everything nice and clean. So this Ford part number is LK41-17E810-ABW. If you're looking for this cover, and it's called an ACC cover. So if you guys are wondering, that is what this is if you're doing this. Yeah, but essentially, this is what we've fixed and repaired on the van. It's looking really good. We got our Ford Raptor style grille. And as soon as the bulbs come in, we're going to put those in. We'll do another live stream when they come in, hopefully tomorrow afternoon. And this will finish up this little series on updating the front of the Ford Transit van. Once again, everyone, I appreciate everyone that has subscribed to the channel, asked all the questions, and been a part of all these live streams. Really appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing and clicking that like button. Really helps out the channel and supports us with what we do. And with that said, we're going to go ahead and end the live stream. We don't have any more questions. Nope. Yep, we'll go ahead and end the live stream, and we will see you guys in the next video.